think we all understand the consequences of taking a poor approach to finances or change management or culture or process, but often we don't take time to stop and consider what it would look like if we're not intentional around the way that we communicate as leaders. You know, every opportunity that we have to communicate is an opportunity to lead people. Now, our world is full of information. We've got more information than any other point in history. It's accessible in the palm of our hand, in our phone. We can look up something online and get a variety of information around a range of different topics in a moment. But what I've learned is in the really important moments, whether they're moments of creating culture, navigating uncertainty, navigating through change, in those moments, people aren't just looking for someone that can inform them. They're not just looking for more information. What they're looking to is someone that can lead them. Leadership communication is changing, and the research tells us that by the year 2030, around 2/3 of jobs in Australia are going to be soft skill intensive, and it's only becoming more important for leaders to be able to communicate effectively. If you look at the world around us, we're more globally connected than any other point in history. We can start a movement from our own backyard that spreads across the world in a moment, and that can help us in a really positive way, or it could really impact our reputation very quickly. We talk to one another. We talk to each other around water coolers. We talk to each other online. And your reputation often speaks before you do. That's one of the challenges and opportunities of being in a globally connected society, is that our reputation can speak before we do. When it comes to public speaking or leadership communication, I've often found there are two big reasons why leaders don't do it more regularly. And it reminded me of a story when in 2013, I made the decision to run the Paris Marathon. I remember when I started and made that decision that we were going to run the marathon, I thought to myself, there are two things I'm thinking right now. The first thing is, I'm not really a runner. That's not what I do. I've never run a marathon before. I don't run regularly. The second thing is, where do you start? How do you prepare to run for a marathon? Do you just get out on the road and do you start running? Those two challenges for me were the same as the challenges I often see with people around public speaking. The first thing is they often say, well, I'm not really a public speaker. I don't really do that. That's not the type of leader that I am. I think it's one of the first questions I always get asked is, how do I be more effective in the way that I communicate? Most questions that people ask me usually start that same way. How do I project my voice better? How do I structure a presentation? How do I do my presentation slides? Most questions usually start with that question of how. And I think when they start with the question of how, they're focusing on a small part of a much bigger picture.